Blissful Heart channel. My name is Desiree Lee, and I am here to give you your weekly Bliss Fix, an energy read for the week of March 31st to April 6th, 2018. Hi, welcome back to my channel, to all of my subscribers, and for anybody that's new, I do both energy reads for the collective, for your soul and spiritual growth, and I also do twin flame collective reads. This is the energy read, and we have the full blue moon happening on the 31st. We also have Easter Sunday accompanied with April Fool's Day, and we still have the Mercury retrograde energy happening. I feel that last week's reading definitely had some flavor of this full blue moon, and we're going to see it in full effect on the first day of this week. But it is about healing, and I feel that, if you haven't confronted those wounds that need to be healed, it is time, and I think we will see a lot of that in this reading. For those of you that are still working on that, you want to look at how it's helping you grow, how it's helping you become a better person, and looking at the skills that you're learning in terms of like how you can share with others. I feel that every big lesson we learn in this life is coaching and training and teaching us what we're here to share with everyone else. First we overcome, and then we teach, yeah? We also have that energy of Easter, which is about like renewal, transformation through faith, living without fear, living with fresh new eyes. There's also an energy of fertility associated with Easter. So, whether or not you're Christian or you follow the tradition of Easter Sunday, there's still a lot of, faith and belief in this resurrection of Jesus. And I feel that, it is a universal energy that we can tap into, and seeing ourselves as being reborn and having that sense of faith that all good things are coming. So I really do feel that we'll see a lot of calling to really tap into our sense of faith and our sense of a higher power as well. Let's see. I want to thank everybody that has joined my Patreon. Thank you so much for your donations. It means a lot to me. Your support means so much. Starting the month of April, I will be doing my live full and new moon readings for $1 a month. They will no longer be available for free on Facebook. But if you're not on Facebook, you'll be able to see them through Patreon. So that's always a nice thing. As well as getting early access to a 24-hour early access pass to my YouTube videos. And then for $5 a month, I'm doing monthly twin flame reads where I separate the 3D twins and the 5D twins. And if you're somewhere like where you're uncertain, you do get to watch both. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that for monthly readings, which I'm excited to do. And I think that about covers it. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using the daily guidance angel cards instead of the numerology cards today, and I'll be using the Heal Yourself Oracle with that for our overall energy. So angels of truth, love, and light, what is the overall energy of March 31st to April 6th for the collective? What message do you want us to know for this week? Oh, 2 cards. See Only Love and Entrepreneur. I'll read those when I pull them up on the screen, okay? And then from the Heal Yourself Oracle, we have for the week of March 31st to April 6th, Spirit, we have Dreams, card 3. So let's pull those cards up on the screen. First, we have the See Only Love card. It says, look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. I love that. And then I love that we got a second card because there's this entrepreneur energy, which I do feel this dualistic nature happening for the energy this week. So entrepreneur says, self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. And then we have the Dreams card. And the dreams card is talking about paying attention to your dreams, both the dark and the light, to recognize that there are messages being communicated to you through your dreams. Another like secondary message that is coming up is this idea of people that have passed on, and loved ones that, you know, could be your guardian angels at this point in time. And, you know, I just feel that that is definitely, I wanted to mention it because of this resurrection idea that's happening this week. And I'm having major deja vu right now. I feel, okay, so I just wanted to share, because I do feel that there is a big transitions happening right now, and there is that big portal door that I was talking about last week. So I do feel when, you know, big energy portals open up, a lot of people who are meant to pass on or move on will. And there can be this like resurrection of spirit through Easter. And so I just feel like I want to mention a Kundalini mantra that's called Akal. That's Akaal. And it is a beautiful mantra that you can find on YouTube by Sanatam Kaur Live. That version is makes you just cry. It's powerful. But when you sing or chant this mantra, or even if you just say Akal 3 times, it's a tradition in Kundalini Yoga to say when someone passes on, and it helps their soul spirit move on to the next level. So it's a transitionary mantra of this idea of oneness or the undying spirit. And so I just feel called to mention that because although I don't feel like it's a large majority of you, I do feel like quite a few of you are feeling that energy this week. But you know, overall, I mean, if you look at all 3 of these cards, they're kind of across the board in this idea of like being a catalyst of love, to exercise compassion and forgiveness, and understanding, to ignite some entrepreneur spirit and to trust your intuition, and then to listen to your dreams and see where they take you with that secondary message of honoring loved ones who have passed on. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 31st and April 1st. I mean, wow, I can't wait to see that. So that's the full blue moon, Easter Sunday, and April Fools, yeah? So I'm going to go to the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed, and I'm going to take a look at the energy for March 31st to April 6th, Spirit. What is the energy for these first 2 days of this week? We have Fool, 0, the Fool card. Fresh new beginnings, yeah? It's so funny, I'm realizing that I had some other decks pulled and I actually stopped recording because Spirit told me to change my decks. And I had the Good Tarot on the table, and then they told me to grab the Wisdom of the Oracle Tarot. And I'm just realizing that that is also by Colette Baron Reed. So I think this is really cool. I've never worked with both of these decks simultaneously, but they're both designed by her. So for the middle of the week, we have April 3rd and 4th approximately, Spirit. What do we have there? 6 of Fire. Ooh, that like syncs up with that entrepreneur energy. And then for the tail end of the week, we have, what is that? The 4th, 5th, 6th approximately, Spirit. What are we looking at there? The Magician, card 1. I love it. From the Fool to the Magician, right? That's in sequence in the major arcana. And so then the secondary messages I'm pulling from the Wisdom of the Oracle, also by Colette Baron Reed. And we're looking for a secondary message on the initial stage of this week for that full moon energy and Easter. We have the Fool and the Fates, card 17, which is an 8. And then for the middle of the week, we have 6 of Fire and 50, no place like home. Interesting. And for the end of the week, we have the Magician, card 1, and Flexible, card 19, which could be a 10. I'm definitely feeling a lot of harmony here resonating throughout the cards. I am going to sit with them for just a moment, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've had a minute to sit with the cards, and I have to say they are so aligned and beautiful. I just feel, honestly, like I have those 3 cards for the overall energy, and I feel like the See Only Love is for the initial part of the week, the Entrepreneur card is for the middle part of the week, and then the Dreams card is for the tail end of the week. I mean, it's really lined up. It's pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and take a look at the initial part of the week. We've got March 31st to April 1st, approximately, and we have the Fool, card 0, and the Fates, card 17, or an 8. So this Fool card is about fresh new beginnings, which is totally what I was saying the Easter energy is about. Fresh starts, being willing to be more adventurous about life, to, forget the past and be open to new beginnings and new starts and to forgive. And, I just feel like it's a big, big opportunity to see only love and to be change, right? And then, what's interesting is that it's accompanied with this face card, which the face card in the guidebook talks about the serenity prayer. And I don't have it memorized, so I'm going to read it here. But God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So I love this, right? I feel like, that's coming in with accompanying this Fool energy, right? So it is this idea of like, well, what do I know is like a fact for me right now that is like something that I'm going to carry for maybe forever, but at least for right now. Like, what are the things I cannot change right now? What are the things I can change, right? And help me have, I feel like we should have that prayer, like, please let me know what the difference is. And because when we are doing fresh new starts, there are definitely some things like in terms of what we've learned that we want to carry with us and be like, well, this I know for sure, and have that as part of your tool belt that we'll see in the end of the week with the Magician energy. But we are crafting and honing skills as we, grow on our soul journey. And I feel like those are things that even though we are being the Fool and we are seeing things with fresh new eyes and we are allowing ourselves to be transformed and exercise faith in the Fates and knowing that everything has divine timing and there's like, this faith aspect that like we also, don't want to forget everything that we've done, right? Because we've learned a lot as well. So then we take that energy and we move into the middle of the week where it's accompanied with that Entrepreneur energy. And so the 6 of Fire is definitely about this idea of like lighting the way for others and, knowing what your gifts are and having the courage and the bravery to do it. And it's accompanied, I'm just getting chills, it's accompanied with the No Place Like Home card 50, which is like when you are in your skin and you're connected with spirit, there is no place like home. It's where you fit, right? And so I'm just like electric right now. This is just so awesome for this to be a collective read makes me so excited because that means that the majority of you are finally like stepping into your skin and like loving yourself in a whole new way of having the courage and the bravery to take on what you feel is your mission work in this life, to showing up for your divine purpose. And then receiving that wonderful gift of feeling so at home, so comfortable. And it is about this like union with the divine. And like I thought I would see this week, I mean, I feel like it's here every week, but very strongly this idea of faith and, spirit saying, to really trust and believe in yourself and believe in your connection to the divine and to follow your heart and your path. And then at the end of the week, we have the Magician with 19 flexible. So the Magician's this idea of alchemy with spirit, right? So we take the skills and the tools that we have, right? So you're looking at the initial part of the week with the See Only Love and then, knowing what we can change and what we can't change. We move into this entrepreneurial energy of like showing the light and being the lighthouse and feeling at home in our skin and allowing things to unfold in their own divine timing. And then we create that alchemy with spirit, with God, with our belief in the universal consciousness. and we remain flexible. And I do feel like it comes around full circle. Like the flexibility card really does remind me of the Fates card as well, where it's like you're a tree, you've got roots, you're grounded in the earth. Like these are the things that you know, right? But you also have branches with leaves that blow in the wind. So you're fluid, and you know what to let go of. And so I feel like throughout the whole week, there's definitely a very loving and kind energy from Spirit of support for us. I am seeing a lot of strength and courage coming through. I really feel like all that heavy work that the full moon is presenting transpired in last week's reading, and I feel like on the actual day of the full moon is this like clearing, and this really just like, I am new, I'm born anew. So I'm really seeing some amazing freedom is the word that Spirit's giving me, like freedom, a sense of peace and well-being, a sense of relief, like, oh, finally, And I was talking about that last week, like whatever you resist persists. And so I really feel like some of you that have been resisting what your calling is are finally just surrendering to it. And I just want to say congratulations and thank you for showing up and helping others. Whether your audience is one person or 100 people or 1 million people, whatever your audience is, just thank you so much for living in your dharma and for fulfilling your destiny and for having the bravery and the courage to do it, because you're helping teach the collective. You're helping teach others, and they'll help teach others. I mean, that's what we're here to do. We're all teachers. We're all not only our own gurus, but we're here to be gurus for others, so that we can help the entire consciousness of humanity expand exponentially. Yeah. So thank you. For our final message, I'm going to pull from the Ask and It Is Given cards. And I'm going to ask the angels of truth, love, and light, what is the final outcome message you would like to deliver to all of us watching this energy read from March 31st to April 6th? Spirit, thank you, God, thank you, angels. Life is always in motion, so I cannot be stuck. And that is card 46, which is a 10. What was our other 10? Flexible. Yeah. Okay, so on the back of this card, I'll pull the card up here, but on the back it says, it is not possible to stand still or be stuck, because energy, and therefore life, is always in motion. Things are always changing. The reason it may feel to you as if you are stuck is because while you are continuing to think the same thoughts, things are changing, but they are changing to the same thing over and over again. So I was saying that last week, that like the one thing that's constant is change. There's no escaping it. Change is always upon us. And it is about perspective. And I really feel like, if you didn't get a chance to watch last week's reading, that you should, because I talk a lot about this idea of cognitive dissonance, or how our perception and our thinking changes things. And so Spirit's just saying, if you haven't had that chance yet to really, take on that energy of the See Only Love card that we got, and to try to shift your mantras and your affirmations that you're, telling yourself, so that you can experience the shifts and change. And sometimes, it's the same thought, but you use different words to think it that are a little bit more uplifting, if that makes sense. So it's like that same idea of like, oh, bad things keep happening to me. You can also flip that and say, wow, Spirit really loves me, because Spirit is always challenging me to grow, right? So that is the final message for the week. I am sending you all so much love and light, and I will see you for my live full moon reading on Facebook, hopefully. Otherwise, I will talk to you next week. Mwah.